All right, so for today's explainer, we're doing something a little different. What if I told you we could unpack a whole world of meaning from almost nothing? I'm talking one word and one single image. That's it. That's all we've got. Let's see what we can dig into. And here it is. This is the whole shebang. Our entire source for today. It's a close-up of some fabric with the word fun on it. Seriously, that's everything we have to work with. I can practically hear you thinking, so what's there to explain? And you know what? That's a totally fair question, but that's exactly what makes this so cool. How do we pull meaning out of something this simple? That's the puzzle we're going to solve together. So where do we even start? Well, we do what we always do. We break it down into pieces. First up, we're going to deconstruct the visual. So for the next little bit, let's pretend that word isn't even there. Let's just focus on what our eyes are telling us. Okay, first, the framing. Look how tight this shot is. It's a super anonymous crop. We don't get to see a face, we can't see the room they're in. All that context is just stripped away. And what that does is it forces our attention right here on this one little patch of fabric. It creates this feeling of intimacy, or you could even say it's almost clinical, like we're looking at a specimen. All right, what's next? The color. It's this really calm light blue. Just take a second and think about it. What does that color make you feel? For most people, light blue brings up feelings of serenity, peace, gentleness. It's definitely not a loud, aggressive, or high-energy color, right? Now let's zoom in on the texture. It looks like a smooth, synthetic fabric, right? Kind of like something you'd find on athletic wear. And check out the lighting. It's super even, totally flat. There are no dramatic shadows, no intense contrast. It's all just very, very neutral. So let's pull all those visual clues together. You've got the tight crop, the calm blue color, the smooth texture, and that flat lighting. What does that add up to? You get a really quiet, static, and honestly, a remarkably neutral scene. The image by itself doesn't scream excitement or sadness, it just kind of is. Okay, so we've put the image under the microscope. Now for part 2 of our investigation. Let's just completely put that picture aside for a minute and turn our attention to the text. So the word we have is fun. Let's just start with the basics, the simple dictionary definition. Fun, noun, enjoyment, amusement, or lighthearted pleasure. Seems pretty straightforward, doesn't it? But here's the thing, words are way more than just their definitions. They carry all this extra baggage, connotations, feelings. When I say the word fun, what pops into your head? Probably things like joy, playfulness, spontaneity, laughter, right? Maybe even frivolity or relief. All of these ideas are super active, they're dynamic, and they're almost always positive. Okay, you ready for this? This is the moment of truth. We've got our quiet, static image on one hand, we've got our dynamic, energetic word on the other. So, what happens when we smash them back together? And this brings us right to the core question of this entire thing. Does the word fun describe what we're seeing in the image? Or does it kind of push back against it? Does it challenge it? This right here is where all the interesting stuff starts to happen. Now, this is where it gets really fascinating because there's no single right answer here. We've got 2 main ways we can look at this. Let's call the first one Interpretation A, a simple label. This is the idea that the word fun is just describing what's happening. Maybe the person wearing this is out doing something fun. Simple. But then there's Interpretation B, an ironic statement. This is the idea that the super energetic word fun actually clashes with the quiet, static, almost boring image, creating a kind of tension. So, what do you think? Is it harmony or is it tension? Does the word just fit the image like a glove, or does it feel a little off? A little out of place, maybe creating a subtle joke or some kind of commentary? That feeling you get when you put them together, that's where the real meaning is hiding. And really, that brings us to the big takeaway here. The whole point of doing this isn't to land on the one correct answer. Nope. The goal is to get better at asking the right questions. That's what the art of seeing is all about.
Because here's the secret. Meaning isn't something that just gets downloaded into our brains. We have to actively create it. You, as the viewer, your partner in this process. You're the one building the meaning based on how the image and the text interact with each other and with everything you already know.
So let's just look at it one last time. Fun. Is it a description, an instruction, maybe an ironic comment? Could it just be a brand name? After just a few minutes, this one simple word suddenly feels way more complicated, doesn't it? Think about it. We just spent a few minutes together and unpacked a whole universe of possible meanings, all from the friction between one little word and one simple image. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other meanings are out there, hiding in plain sight that we're missing every single day?